Eehoo. Hey everyone, we're finally back. We're here. Say something, y'all.
Good day, good day.
Hello.
We're in the new setup. I am in a basement. It is depressing, but fun. Let me get us some music. Actually, here, how about there? Perfect. There we go. So, I'm gonna be mean again, and I'm going to. Let's see. Buffany, what happened last session?
That token has Razgoyle on it, and he's not here, so
It's your
I
character.
don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm on break.
No, you're not. The rat still. You know
Rat-
what? You know what?
rat-
Okay. You want to play? You want to play like that? Give me 1 second. Give me
Blinks,
1 second.
Blinks tin can against the bars.
Hold on. You want to play?
Technically speaking,
Yeah,
Rascoil wouldn't know what
sorry.
happened last session because Rascoil's not here.
He breaks the fourth wall. That's how. 1 second. You
Did
want
we get a glimpse of Ratgoyle during last session or the session before?
session before?
Session
I pull
before,
out
yeah.
like a whiteboard, like in the middle of the Emperor's Got New Groove.
Hey, buddy. What happened last session?
All right, so last time on Slumber Party with a God, two people got visited in the middle of the night. Etro knocked on Chime's door, was like, "Hey, the Wizard King ain't shit. He's a parasite who's scamming the whole country. We're gonna have you topple a foreign government because that's what we do now, I guess." Anyways, that's pretty much the gist of how that conversation went. Then Rosario got a little visit from what was it? The aspect of Tiamat or Bahamut? One of those
Bahamut.
two.
Yep.
Bahamut, yeah.
And what's his name?
like,
as
"Hey,
that monk?
Ass something, asshole. I don't know.
Thank you, Rasgoyle.
Asshole.
Anyways, they were like, "I'm gonna trade you in the monk ways, so you're a better monk. Also, let's switch clothes because that's what we're doing tonight." Fast forward to the next morning, they over a breakfast of eggs and bacon, they sat in the breakfast boat, and the collector talked to them about what they could do moving forward. Talked about the generals, about how two of them are immortal, one of them they don't know about. He thinks the two that are immortal are juicing on death crystals, jacking up their bodies with them, or regenerating with them, or whatever. The only way that he can think of to kill them is by using a scythe that is currently in the possession of his ex-lover, Ivara.
Ivara. Yep,
Ivara.
or whatever.
Ivara.
It's okay.
Anyways, I think it's a scythe that has like a death rune or the death rune. I don't remember. Anyways, his brilliant plan was to go ask his ex-girlfriend, "Hey, can I have a scythe that will kill your coworkers?" And that was his plan. That was exactly his plan.
Yep.
Anyways, they said that I think at the end of all the talking and all the sussing out, also Friday had an eyeball in their body. They got that removed.
So did Rosario.
After all the sussing out, and Rosario. After all that, I think we finally decided that the party was going to go to the first tower. I guess at the first place they were going to visit because it was the easiest one according to the collector.
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yep.
Then they had a little shopping escapade with Sveltnuck Fiddlefaddle. Items were purchased. Items were stolen. The perception of reality was thrown into question. And all in all, it was a very pleasant trip.
Yeah.
Went back. Friday and Rosario had a conversation about what Rosario could possibly do to fix their reputation and Ringa's reputation with the Isle of Dragons. They had a FaceTime. They meant to call Throwen, but Aphrodite picked up. Aphrodite's like, that was pretty much her the entire conversation. I think they finally settled on Rosario doesn't necessarily have to kill Ririnka if they go into hell and kill a demon because dragons only respect strength or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Tiamat in
that,
specific, no biggie.
Oh, go kill Tiamat. Oh,
Yep.
great.
Kill her aspect, no biggie. One of the most powerful stat blocks in 5e.
Kill the aspect of Tiamat in hell, and if they could do that, then everyone's gonna treat Rosario with more respect and maybe grant them, I don't know, clemency or Rinka or whatever. Then we got attacked by like an automaton. I wasn't there. Yeah, they beat the crap out of it.
Yep.
And then I don't know, the blue one got possessed by their alternate ego.
Yep, that's actually where we left off, which it kind of works out that Ket's not here because I can start speaking as Jack. Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay, Akira, turn around. I need to use the bucket.
All right. You all get a point of inspiration for that. Yep, Ket's here. Let me fix your icon, boyo. We're starting off with your entwined soul, Jack, having some words for the party. 1 second. Let me change the icon to the new fancy ones done by Buffany. Buffany ripped y'all out in a perfect
Thanks,
stylized
Buffany.
fashion. Yeah, it's really good. I really like them. And I love how unique every single group's art is. Like, it's just so fun.
I wanted it to be kind of like the Into the Spider-Verse, where every universe is like a different style.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just shrink that. Say something,
I
Kat. See? I think he's muted.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, you're here? Okay, then say
Yeah.
things!
Sorry.
Foxgun. Alright, you're here. Good. Die. Alright,
I was tuning into the stream, and then I saw the
Luca.
icon that was there, and I was like, that's the wrong Draconic Bloodline sorcerer.
No, it saves on the last one. I wish I could do it while people are offline. Like, I wish it would let you do your friends list or something and be like, hey, I'm gonna change that. It's always breaking the weave. But hey, you bet and Noel are actually cousins, so it works. Yeah. So all of you, let me get some suspenseful music, literally called suspenseful music. As Keiko looks at you all, having been knocked unconscious and got back up, with a different voice coming from their body. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. My name is Jack. At least that's what Keiko knows me as. And as I said, I would like to make a deal. He's asleep right now. I'll let him back out once we're done talking, but he's so damn sassy I can't get a word in edgewise.
How pissed is he gonna be when he wakes up?
Oh, very. I can't wait. But this is the nature of us entwined. Well, at least from this world. More direct connections. Across the multiverse, they all span differently. I myself am not from this plane. Only merely died here, and my soul was ended up connected to this one when they were born. In other worlds, they are capable of far more and connected to far more dangerous things. But I figured it would be good to make your acquaintances and make some arrangements.
Well, what do you mean by arrangements?
Oh, I'm sure you know all about them, little warlock. I seek to make a temporary contract with all of you. A gios, as it is called, where I come from. I need to make
I think
sure...
we just got out of one that was forced on us recently.
This is not as bad, I doubt. You see, I need to make sure that this vessel remains unharmed until we get to Deus. Not you, the Eastern Isle. That's where I died. That is where I want to go back to.
Okay, so we bring you over to Deus, get you to wherever it is you need to go around those Easter Isles, and then what?
I'll see that you're all handsomely rewarded, Keiko, as well. I need you all to find. It's been left behind in one of the towers. That or... No, my memory's a bit fuzzy. You see, when you die, bit slowly, as time goes on, you begin to forget your original self. That's when they reincarnate you, like this. But, no, Yes. I remember now. The Isle of Volcanus in Deus. That's where I need all of you to go.
Yeah, the Volcanist sounds like a lovely tropical resort.
You would be
It is
What's
surprised.
there?
an item that I require. An item that will help me and Keiko both. All you need to do is trust that I will not hurt you or betray you in any way. As I get nothing out of deceiving you. You would, plus, you wouldn't attack an ally, I don't think.
Can I make an insight check?
Absolutely. Do so with advantage.
Alright.
May I also attempt this?
Yeah, anyone can do, but Chime gets advantage on this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring you all in so I can...
Yeah, I guess.
Weird.
Okay.
15.
Obol and Chime, and to an extent Black Friday, you don't sense any untoward behavior. It's kind of hard because while this may be the body of someone you know, the voice and the actions may not necessarily line up, like the visual cues. You think he's being genuine. As he even stated, he is entwined with Keiko. If anything happens to Keiko, something happens to him. That's the biggest groove you get in Chime. You see a little something different. Just for a moment, a flicker. You see two souls. Like the current line, the lines of them from the current that connects all of you, your ether. You see the two different signatures, a cord coming out of the back of the physical body, two of them. One soul's ether is a vibrant brassy flame. The other is a dark purple energy. And you sense that that one is Jax. Or you, like, come back into focus and you don't see that anymore.
Oh. So are you all yourself all the time, or does this soul splitting have side effects?
We can switch in tandem. He just refuses. He's very proud. It comes with the draconic bloodline. Unfortunate.
Oh,
But-
he's too good for us.
But I have an invested interest in his survival. And I wish to make him stronger. This will make him stronger. And you will all be repaid as well. And I get a little revenge out. Let's just say that. It is personal to me.
And Keiko, your other half, won't have any problems with this?
He better not. He's a dragon-blooded person. power is in his bloodline, literally. The need for it, to collect it like a hoard. I'm sure we'll come to an arrangement.
Shrug. I'm okay with it. No.
I'll give you a few days to think on it. How about that? But no more than that. And he cracks his neck, getting some like kinks out of his body, and then the eyes roll back, and then Keiko, you're back in control of your body.
If I could punch myself, I would.
And another thing, Chime, I forgot to mention, you saw an outline on the back of Keiko's head, the top of his head, these lines and these lines of markings that are underneath the hair that were thrumming as Jack was talking.
Like they were responding to his voice, or just like.
You can make me an Arcana check if you would like.
Sure.
12. That's actually sufficient. With Entwined, they usually have some kind of markings or visual cues upon themselves to show that they are entwined. It's a symbolic marking. Those markings underneath his hair, on his scalp, are likely his entwined marks. Same with his blue skin. Collector walks up. That guy is absolutely insane. The god of Volcanus is a death sentence alone. The heat can kill most. There is said to be some untapped territory there. I don't know. It's up to you all.
No, it's certainly to stock up on fire resistance potions, I suppose.
Yep. You should all get some rest.
Is Keiko back at the wheel?
Yeah, Keiko's back in his
Yes.
body. That's why he said if I could punch myself, I would.
Did you catch all that, what you just said?
Yep, he did.
Did I?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He put you on mute, basically, and made you watch.
Wow.
Do you have
that,
any opinions on that?
Well, if I get something cool out of it, I guess we can do what he says.
But I mean,
But I don't like
you
him
heard the
taking
collect-
over without my permission.
Yeah, that is kind of fucked.
Well, you did leave the controls open for a bit there.
Yeah, you get your ass knocked out.
Yeah, I did get my ass knocked out.
But I mean,
Family Guy death pose.
That was a lot of risk, though, to even. I mean, we heard the collector, though, about avoiding that.
Collector looks at you. You're free to do what you want. I can't stop you. If you think it has opportunity, then do it.
I mean, there's always risks.
Correct. These isles are completely dangerous in the first place. They are run by a myriad of different forces. Yokai are an all-time extreme. Don't get me started on the giant crab.
Giant crab?
Yes, he's the
No,
son of a
he's
demigod. He lives in the waters and he attacks fishermen.
There he goes again.
It's real. They worship it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, go on, please.
Either it's going to be a very difficult venture to try surpass, or it's going to be a very delicious adventure.
Well, that's out near. It's just the Isles in general are dangerous. That's all I want you to know. No matter where we go, to the deserts, to where the academy is, people in Zentarum Academy are very specific. They are highly trained individuals by the Wizard King. Subscribe to his logic and his mania. Ugh. Look, you can all... I recommend you get some rest. We're about to hit the Sapphire waters, which means we'll be in wild magic territory. That's gonna be nasty stuff.
What is
One more time?
wild magic actually? What is wild magic actually? I don't think I've ever experienced it. Is that just affect people who cast spells? What does it do actually?
Well, well, I'm so glad you asked. Well, what magic typically happens in areas of arcane and ethereal? What's the word? Disconnect. The weave itself, along with as well as the ether, is jumbled, which leads to magic having odd side effects that can destroy or otherwise aid in some ways or harry the caster. And out here so how it works in Null, for sorcerers themselves, for the wild magic sorcerer themselves, after casting a spell first level or higher with verbal, somatic, and material components, including through an item. So any of you that have a spell that's verbal, somatic, material, and it's got it's first level or higher, that can trigger a wild magic surge. So in those cases, if you're casting a spell through an item, for most of you here, you roll a 1d6. On a 1 to 3, nothing happens. On a 4 to 6, a wild magic surge is triggered. However, you can also intentionally choose to trigger wild magic. And throughout the continent, there are also areas of wild magic, such as the capital of Horu during the winter season, the Urbo Desert and the Darklands, as well as the Sapphire Waters. For those areas, there's a specific DC I need to roll on a D100 table. And if it's above that number, that number or above, it triggers wild magic. Or once again, you can willingly trigger wild magic. And the table is mostly custom with a few of the classic wild magic options laid in. So, you guys can get up to some chaotic shit on the waters.
So just to reiterate, first level or higher, right? Cantrips are okay.
Cantrips are okay, unless it's like a specific area such as the Darklands, where there are times where certain cantrips, it depends on the school, can be triggered. But out here for y'all, no cantrips will be triggering a surge. It's only first level higher.
Okay.
Yee, it's fun! Smiles. Someone turned into cheese on one of my sessions. It was hilarious.
Did they stay cheese?
Just around.
Yeah, just a round cheese.
Yeah, and they were literally... and one of their friends was like, should I take a bite out of them? I was like, no!
Certainly try.
Yeah. Not recommended. Alright, let me... So, you all will get the benefit... You go back to sleep, because it's like 2 in the morning. But yeah, you all get the benefits of a long rest. Let me just heal you guys up. And I'll change the music. You guys got a few... You guys have almost done your first full week of travel. Let me actually mark this. Because you guys... Getting a level once you hit point. Because you guys have to level up a little sooner for what I'm throwing at you. Let's see. Guys... When did you... Spider! Get out!
You ain't paying bills. Get out of here.
You didn't make your monthly sacrifice to Lolth.
Not yet. I put the Lolth Mini in. The Lolth Mini is packed up. That might be why.
Oh, yeah. See, they feel
I mean,
disrespected.
Koi had a deal. Koi had to deal with that spider a few days ago.
Yep. Oh, you guys have actually been traveling for a week. Congrats! You're on your second week of travel, starting today on the bomb in the 8th. So because once this week ends, you will be in Deus, not the player.
It's been 1 week to look at me.
If you're in
Are
me,
you sure we can't? Are you sure we can't be in Deus?
Yeah, because he'd be
something
dead.
happened without my awareness or consent.
Because he'd be dead.
Wait.
He'd be dead is what would happen.
Wait, I just realized I've been writing the player's name, the character's name for the location. How do you spell the location again?
Here you go. It's Deiyas. Deiyas.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Yas Queen.
The Wizard King just does the he, you know.
It's identical to Stoker, but everyone is slightly yassified.
Yeah. Well, that fits the Wizard
It literally
King.
just has one extra letter.
Yeah, admittedly, that is coincidence. I didn't know.
But yes,
They like
you
Froyo?
have properly entered the Sapphire waters, and as I said, wild magic is a possibility and a threat. You know, no biggie. But today, get that. You all like you could back up in like a few hours. Like you were basically interrupted at like sleeping. Go back to bed. Get back up. Change the music. But you all meet back up on the top deck. No longer limited by combat view. And you guys saved yourselves some ammunition for your arcane cannons. None of that got wasted. Alrighty. We're gonna get you some.
I think the teacher left me at the bus station.
Oh, yep. Looks to be you.
I'm scared.
Oh, hold
Look
on.
over the boats.
Oh, he's dead. He's drowned in the water.
Floating in the water.
No, the Ori of the Wanderer worked.
Can you imagine if it actually works? Because, no big deal, Obel stole a very powerful time device from frickin'... Oh, shit. Hold on, I gotta go grab you from a different map because I accidentally deleted you completely. Oops.
Cue the Lego Yoda death sound.
No,
Wait, hold on,
The
I have
token
that.
should be on the ladder on the right side of the ship.
No, I removed... Oh, wait, is he still there?
Before you transitioned us to this map, I saw a wall there.
Okay, yeah.
Right side ladder next to the boats.
I do not see him on my night battle map. Oh, no, there he is. Why'd he go all the way over there? I hate you.
I was RP staring at the ocean.
I hate you.
Slash me looks longingly into the sea's cerulean skies.
Uh-huh. There ain't nothing in heaven he can't reach. Let me get some... No, I don't. Pretty sure it's this. I forgot that I had the Yoda death scream. Okay, perfect. You all gather on the top deck, and sailing is going smoother today. A few of the crew have actually broken off, because you're actually at a point where you don't need too many extra hands, and they have gone into these larger boats to go and do business. as you see a bit more boats than usual, and you see sailing merchants and travelers on smaller skiffs or the like. But yeah. This is just working on the crow's nest. And Stuart is working on some guns. And of course, there's the breakfast boat is ready. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good, man.
Welcome to Sapphire Waters. It's annoying here.
Doesn't seem so bad.
We're gonna get attacked, aren't we?
I hope not.
There's also trade going on. Possibly. Maybe some of them might be pirates.
Hey, if that giant crab attacks us and we kill it and we eat it, do you think we would become the new gods of the island?
I don't know. I feel like that would be considered a crime. A sacred and religious crime. And I think that could really bite us in the ass.
I don't know. Crab's really tasty. Might be worth it.
Somebody that thinks should be attacking us then.
While
See,
we're
exactly.
while we're kind of on the subject, since we're crossing international waters, I am obligated to mention, please respect all local wildlife, and if I see you throwing trash overboard, you will be going after it.
Very fair.
enough. So what's for breakfast?
Oh, today, it's a fruit, a bit of fruit, today, a fruit bowl, where he has skewered, because, the collector is your cook, as well. He has, put on, like, skewers, some fruits of all types, there is some, it's also like a breakfast charcuterie board, so he's got nicely sliced, like, meats, cheese, vegetables, fruits, and stuff like that. Basically anything that you could think of that's like really fancy breakfast today, you find that. But yeah, we're also, now that we're in the Sapphire Waters, we are more commonly able to interact with other people. You'll see people trying their best to get into Deus, and that is largely merchants, other adventurers like yourselves, and things like that. You might also see monster hunters come through with some of their catches on their ships.
Monster hunters?
Oh yeah, they are very common in Deus. Lancers, you have your typical Lancers, Blood Hunters, and any standard hunter from the Edis clans or the Yukidon clans, mainly the old Yukidon.
I mean, to us, they're just Yukidon. To you, your Yukidon is the new Yukidon, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You might be able to trace some notes on monster hunting with them, Kit Kat. We're not really used to the water
Yeah.
ones.
Oh, you peeked
Get
so
it.
hard there. You peeked the mic.
The mic went away.
It did. Ah! Go ahead again, Black Friday.
Yeah, that could work. Tricks there.
Well,
Hmm.
you
I
said
mean, sorry, I am a little curious. What happened then? If there's now two separate families of the Yukidon?
Well, if you look at in hashtag timeline on the World Anvil, There was, Edith herself. She used to be the primary head of the clan back when they lived here in Deus before the Cataclysm. And well, she, as I look at my own timeline, on World Anvil.
Referencing.
Timelines. History of Nolan Socrath. If I do, teehee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't mind if we check out the timeline on World Amble. Hashtag not sponsored. Please sponsor us.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys could do that. But no, in the year 50, that's when Edis took a large chunk of the Yukidon clan from Deus here to find a cure for her ailment. He was cursed with like a blood disease. And 5 years later, she found a shrine of the Raven Queen and was transformed by the matron. She was infused with the blood of a legendary bat, apparently, and from that gained her bat-like features and powers and mastery over blood magic, becoming the first blood mage. Those that stayed behind in Deus mainly didn't want to leave. They wanted to stay behind and protect their home. And those that came and established the Hunters of Edis, they decided to stay here, train, and focus. And a new line, Akira's father, became the head of the clan over here, while Akira's uncle, Atsuhiko, continued to control things from Deus. Then when the Cataclysm happened, and the Wizard King crashed into Deus, he helped them rebuild, and he helped establish new order. And as one of the only mages over there, it became a mageocracy, lightly, because he regulates magic. So.
Okay, a little bit of food with a little bit of thought.
Anyways, enjoy your day. It's all yours. Be careful if you cast any spells. Seriously, we could die. But I mean, I doubt it. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
You blow up.
Sweats and warlock spells.
Heard that before.
I'm gonna saddle up here. Look at the tiefling. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again? Yeah, it was. You said it was Deus, right?
Yeah, Deus. Deus Luckhorn.
Is that apropos or just a coincidence? Are you from here?
Oh, not really, no. My father actually heard of Deus before, but admittedly didn't really know how it was spelled either.
Your family did come from Deus, your older generation. You were named in. Kind of, because you're like you said, your dad doesn't fully understand it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you spell yours different then?
Yeah. I mean, this map's right. Just drop the Y and there you go.
Huh.
You've got me.
Did he say his family was from Deus? Or is that just what he knows?
That's what he knows. It's up to him to tell you.
Interesting. Well, prepare to confuse a lot of people.
I mean, once again, we can just either stick to Luckhorn or just shorten it to D. Or if it's just easier for everyone else here, I know it was for well, the rest of us. You can call me by what I used to go by for a couple years. Delta. It's honestly all up to y'all. I'm not worried.
As much as I like the D, I think Delta's a cool name.
It is. And some of the as the day continues on a little bit, there's an event coming up. More boats clear out, space out. You got a little bit of space to yourself, and totally not because the cannons are now primed and lit. But you, who is where on the front deck at this time of day? It's like noon, I'd say.
The front of the ship, like
Who's
bow?
where? Like, yeah, where are you guys on the top deck? Like, are you guys in any specific? Obel was here. You clear your drawing right now.
I think
In the corner
Rosario
here,
would
but
be on this top left, not near the front, not near the
Okay.
bow of the ship specifically. I think Rosario would.
Okay. Collector's gonna be up here
Are you looking at the ocean?
with Eric. Okay. ESR is with.
Obel's gonna be acrobatically just sitting on the ropes, taking in the wind.
Gonna roll D2.
A D2.
Ooh, we're starting with Rosario.
Yeah, Black Friday up on the up in the rigging
Okay.
on the main mast.
Oh yeah, you fit like just fine. Quite a sight, is it not? Rosario, you hear right behind you. You turn and you see someone leaning against the railing of the ship.
Rosario turns around, fists up, and prime you like a defensive position.
Oh, goodness. Much unlike your brother. Very quick to... Shit.
It's not very kind to be sneaking up on somebody, especially on a ship that you're not supposed to be on. So yeah, I'm going to be alert.
Not to worry. I go where I please. And nothing can
And
stop that.
doesn't satisfy my uneasiness.
Unease is the greatest source of entertainment. That and sordid stories of fateless folk. And you would see a red-skinned tiefling with a long tail that is barbed. He has this black hair with red streaks within it, and he smells of sulfur, flame, and tobacco. But I thought it fair to introduce myself as you're a part of what I have to do with Oakley. My name is Raphael, and I am you and your brother's best friend right now.
I think that spot's already taken by somebody else on this ship.
Hmm,
But pleasure to meet you.
we will see. I am, let's just say, your brother's new boss. Me and him have signed a rather binding contract of about... see how long Oakley has signed on this individual. Oakley's contract with... for the next 900 years. Nothing to you elves. But he wanted a fate, and I gave him one. And by extension, by request, I am giving you half of that. And you are not bound to the terms of the contract, mind you. But I am a man of my word, and I do everything I can for my patrons.
If I'm not bound by the rules of the contract, what am I bound by?
Oh, you are the collateral. If Oakley fails to complete his contract, if he breaches or cancels the terms, you have to pick up the slack. But I doubt that will happen. Your brother seems very much a go-getter.
Well, I could tell for the brief time I met him, yeah.
So I don't think there's anything you should worry about. Unless your brother's soul becomes unavailable to me, or he finds a new path, a god cuts our deal in two. He will reap great benefits, and so will you. Now, what I promised you. And he holds out his hand, and this infernal line of energy comes out. And then he pulls his hand outward and beckons it almost like towards your chest, and this blackened thread, covered in scales almost, is pulled from your chest. It's severed, and he takes his end and he connects the two, and it becomes this rainbow-colored thread. And it goes back into your body. There. That should do it. And you feel a rush of adrenaline and power. All for but a moment.
I should be doing what?
You're good to go. You will now not affect the members of your dragon kind. Looks like someone already did some fine tailoring. I recognize those threads anywhere. But I have fixed it. So, congratulations, you temporarily have a fate. You'll have to fix the blackened half yourself, but I've extended your warranty. No more shall dragonkind falter or mutate within your radius. And if you die, you'll simply flicker out.
There goes Blonde's B and C. Alright. I guess I'll have to make up a plan T then.
All is well. I've been watching your group's antics, and well, he looks over in the direction of a very blissfully unaware Deus. I'm not a fan of his boss. I shouldn't stay for too long lest Gazgan finds out the one who screwed him over is here. You have an excellent day, Rosa. And if you ever want to make any arrangements or are looking for company, the House of Hope is open to you anytime. And he just gives you a sly wink, and he disappears in like this poof of cinders and smoke.
I'll keep that in mind. Be seeing you around.
You just hear the echoing laugh. Likewise. Alrighty. The next set event will happen right now. Who is Black Friday, and Chime. Go ahead and make me perception checks.
All right.
Perfect. You, Chime, are just taking in the sun. You're kind of like in between like naps, like where you're like that kind of like sleep where you're blinking and then like you shake back awake because the sun is so nice out. and it's giving you that energy you need. But, Black Friday, you see it first. You see a small, I'm talking like Jack Sparrow level plank wood of a boat floating out at sea.
Oh shit.
And you see an individual with large numbers of crates on this little dinghy looking around. Hello? Is there anyone that can help me above there?
Captain, are you expecting guests?
Eric looks over. Not necessarily. Is there a straggler out there?
Are you a straggler?
I guess you could consider me one, yes. And then Eric will come over, and with the collector who is slowly sauntering over with his sword. State your business! Yep, go ahead.
Looking over with my background as a smuggler, would I recognize this as like a scam or like a well practiced like setup that bandits use?
Not typically. They are more like straightforward, pretending they're dead on the water, like overboard, like yeah, like on one plank, gets on the boat, attacks. Maybe they have some allies in waiting. But Eric goes over to the water. State your business. I am a humble merchant of Deus, and I, unfortunately, have lost my better ship. Bad accident in the Sapphire waters, a surge got us well out of line and lost all my crew, but I was able to lay up some of my merchandise. If you can bring me up for passage to the rest of the way to Deus, I will trade in magic items and repay you in such. They are high commodities from all across the continents.
What does the guy look like?
You'll see in just a moment. He's kind of obscured too, because like there's like a big like umbrella over him to give him shade. But he's wearing a kimono, and he's you see his hands, you see he's gesturing them wildly.
Can I scan the horizon all around us?
Yeah,
See
sure,
if
make
there's
me a
anything out
perception.
there?
How close are they to the edge of the ship?
Right here.
And you know what? Let's use my psionic thing to do 1d8 on top of that. So
You see a
26.
bad storm brewing.
Which direction?
North, and it is probably a few hours away.
Is that where we're facing, or?
Yep.
Looks like a storm's brewing. I don't think that guy's gonna make it out all on his own on a ship like that.
Yes, I'd very much like to leave. Eric goes down there. What do you think, Collector? I think there's no harm in it. We'll keep a close eye on him. Keep him downstairs, or actually, keep him up here. Have him stay on one of the dinghies. Very well. All right, you have permission to be on board. No untoward activities. Any magic items of dangerous repute on your person will be confiscated until we arrive in Deus. Very well, that seems fair. And the Collector and Eric get a kind of a thing to bring up this plank of a boat, and slowly but surely they put the plank right here next to Chime. And the individual who has like kind of hopped off onto a ladder climbs up. He comes down the ladder. Ah, goodness, that was most unpleasant. Thank you, travelers, and you all properly seen. Oh, I didn't make his hand out. Let me do that real quick.
Oh.
Pretty cool guy.
Booper's like, my senses are tingling.
That is a character.
Oh, here. You would see a Socrathian human wearing a blue kimono and an obi over, like a nice little coat, like a little part of that over it that has a floral pattern. He carries a simple folded fan. His hair is in a bit of a bob and it's blonde and long. But what strikes you the most is his eyes are closed behind a pair of sunglasses. You're not sure if he's blind or just wearing sunglasses. But he seems to be definitely wearing Tosirin and Dayan attire. Where are my manners? My name is Maverick. I am a Dayan merchant. It is a pleasure to meet you. And must once again, my thanks for not letting me die out in the storm. Those storms are quite nasty, and I also don't want to be dragon turtle food. I feel like we've met before. Collector goes up to him. It's very possible. I am quite the traveler. I have merchandise from all the continents of Nole. I have traveled far and wide to the land of the giants, the Kracia, despite the gunfire. Of course, Sokrith and Draconia, and of course, Deus, which is where I primarily do my business. So you're saying, if you're on our ship, we'll be able to get in with no problem. The collector's just scruffing his chin. Yes, you can use me as political leverage if you like. Eric is gonna go up and frisk him. You'll find.
Agree to be a hostage.
You will not find anything on my person, Captain. I don't carry weapons. I despise violence. He finds a...
Can I insight check that?
Absolutely.
Baba Booey. And you know what? I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna add a. Well, actually, if I fail, I can roll a d8. I don't know. I'll just roll a d8. Fuck it.
I'd like to insight the political leverage bit.
Okay.
Kind of unfortunate because I really want to use an invocation, but that invocation is technically a spell.
All of you have an extremely hard time reading him. You can't tell if it's the way that he holds himself, his lackadaisical smile and expression, or the fact that you have not seen him open his eyes a single time underneath those shades. This man is impossible to read at this time. The only person that had a chance was, no, never. Actually, no, none of you could have done it. Sucks. But he'll just take out his fan and start fanning himself. And then Eric's like, he's right. No weapons on him. Just some simple magic items. None of which are dangerous. I can't say the same for my merchandise over there. But no, as thanks, you are free to peruse my wares. I have some of the finest things right now. It's a limited menu. I lost some of it in the waters. Some of it is reserved for customers, but I do have a few loose items that are they're open for purchase or trade. Some of these are quite expensive. I'll take any magic item that you haven't used since the start of your campaign. Wink, wink. cool. I'm just finishing getting what he has. Ooh, okay, perfect. So, would you like to see what Maverick has in his stock?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, let me double check what this looks like. I'm gonna have to describe some things before you find out what they are.
Obel's gonna ask if the guy can sit in the dinghy like he was requested to before he boarded.
There you see that crewmate is clearing out one of the dinghies and making a hammock in there for this man. Okay, perfect. So firstly, he's going to pull out this bird mask, like this bird masked helm. This is a peregrine mask. I sell this for 3,000 gold, or trade, depending on what you have. I have 6 potions of possibility. $1,000 per potion. He pulls out something else. This wheel. Hold on, let me see if I can find an image of this one too.
Is it the wheel, the wild magic?
Is it the Wheel of Fortune?
No, it's hard. They never really give you. Okay, it's like a floating wheel, kind of like a disc wheel, flat, but it's covered in constellations and stars and runes. This is a wheel of stars.
What do you do with it?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. Are you interested?
I mean, I want to know what it does.
Well, I mean, I can describe things as they go once I've shown you all the goods.
Can I real quick use Psychic Whispers to make a link with the collector?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna whisper in his mind, "Hey, you up there?
Yeah.
Just making sure you're not charmed by this dude. He stinks to high hell, right?"
Oh, he seems very familiar. I feel like
How
I've seen
familiar?
him. Well, I feel like I've seen him in days before, so his claim that he's a merchant might be accurate.
Can I make some kind of history check?
No.
I don't think we should buy any of his shit.
Seems legit. I'm looking at it. This is all real. He taps
well,
his
you
eye.
think we should
He
also-
taps his eye patch, and you know he does have an eye patch that lets him see magic.
Yeah, well, you also think it's a good idea to ask your ex for a weapon that can kill an immortal, so...
Maverick pulls out an eye patch, with a knife on it. This is a knave's eye patch. And like I said, he'll get into what each thing does. For 900 gold. And he pulls out another thing, a cloak. It's blackened leather with like these wisps of flame that are ever burning on it. Now this is one of my favorites. I got it from Avernus myself. This is a Hellhound cloak. He pulls out these gauntlets of fire. I also have these from Avernus. Gauntlets of Flaming Fury. This. He pulls out a potion. It is a silver potion. I only have one of these. It will probably be the most expensive item that you see in my stock. A potion of maximum power. I also have some living gloves. Mainly sleight of hand. An amulet of the drunkard. I have a guardian emblem. This is another favorite of mine, straight from the mines of a forbidden continent, the Nightcaller.
Is he pulling these things out?
Yep, he's pulling them out of these crates, some of them impossibly coming out of these smaller crates, and he just has a mat set out. He's sitting and he's bringing them out and putting them all in front of him.
Like picking them up?
Yep, he's getting them out of the crate and putting them in front of him on a nice little rug. I have a psi crystal, which as soon as he pulls that out, your psionics go off a little bit, Opal.
Hey, do you have like a manifest maybe we can look at instead of bringing all this stuff onto our ship, you know, for safety reasons?
No. And I have this.
That sounds,
I have this. The second most expensive item you will find today. I cannot tell you what it does. It is asleep.
Sleep.
Some weapons tend to do this. A sleeping bident. So it's a two-pointed spear. And so instead of a trident, it's a bident. So 2 prongs instead of 3. And it has these encrusted, rusty runes, this blackened metal. But any of you that are casters feel a hint of arcane possibility. He puts it down. So, who's interested in what? And from there I can explain what each thing is.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna telepathically message the collector again and say, hey, are you and Eric gonna take control of the situation, or are we just gonna let this guy open up shop on your ship?
I'm fine with it. It's good faith, honestly. Get some items before we get to the mainland. Anything's possible. Sell, buy.
When this goes bad, I'm going to say I told you so.
I don't think it will. I mean, like I said, he seems familiar to me. I just can't place where.
Familiar does not necessarily mean good.
It doesn't have to. Yes, Ket, you were interested in the wheel?
Maybe.
So, the Wheel of Stars, while attuned to this device, you have a +1 bonus to wisdom saving throws, and you can use an action to cast the Dancing Lights, Guidance, or Message cantrips. It has the ability Portent of Stars. As a reaction, when you cast, as a reaction, when a creature you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, saving throw, an ability check, you make that creature roll a d10 and add or subtract that number of your choice from the roll. Once you use this feature of the wheel, it cannot be used again till the next dawn. Alter Gravity. As an action, you can cast Fly on yourself, or you can cast Levitate. Once you use this feature, it cannot be used again until the next dawn. And this would immediately get you, Obel. It is a part of the Orrery of the Wanderer. Which means the one you have, you're not sure if it's in one piece.
Can you also tell me about the Hellhound cloak?
Ah, yes. This is one of my favorites. Made from the hide of a hellhound, of course. This is very simple. It allows you to polymorph into a hellhound as a bonus action.
Ooh.
However, there seems to be something more to it.
Cute.
I'll take the Hellhound cloak.
Alright. That will be 2,000 gold pieces, or if you have a magic item for trade, I also do that.
Yes. I'm going to trade... I'm gonna trade the Witch's Ring for it.
Alright. That'll knock off that, because of that item being uncommon, it will knock off the price down to 900 gold.
Okay.
Ah, I haven't seen one of these in a while. I can rip the enchantment out of this. Enjoy your cloak. When you attune to it, you might have some questions.
Oh, is it like covered in rabies or something?
You'll see when you attune
Is
to it.
a toy poodle
No.
hellhound?
So you can add Hellhound cloak, and it should be able to be in your inventory, Kat, and you'll see what the other text is. And if you don't see the other text, I will send it to you. Alright, so I've sold the Hellhound cloak. Anything else that strikes anyone's fancy?
Yeah, what port did you say you were from?
I didn't say what port I was from.
Ah, that's why I was wondering.
Oh
yeah.
shit! God damn it! This sucks.
Hey, it's not bad. It's a good it's a good gamble, Cat.
Sure.
The curse is amazing.
What about the Guardian emblem?
That Guardian emblem, it does require a clerical variety, but a cleric or a paladin, basically, you can attach it to a suit of armor or shield. The emblem has free charges. When you are a creature you can see within 30 feet of you suffers a critical hit. While you have the emblem, you can use a reaction to make that a normal hit.
Also, did he say his name?
Yeah, Maverick.
Okay, just making sure we knew that.
Introduced himself as Maverick, the Dayan merchant.
But he does not look Dayan.
No, he is. He looks Socrathian. He's wearing Dayan and Tosiran clothes.
Where you from, Maverick?
Oh, I'm from all around, primarily Socrith.
Got a place you call home?
Deus, honestly. I have a lot of investments and business there.
Oh, what part of Deus?
Because your DM does not know the names of every location. Ah, well, I have a home in Old Tosiri. I also have a home in Thainthir. Both very good places. Very lovely to do business in, all around.
You headed back that way, or you just taking port for a little while?
Oh, I'm heading back that way. I have some things to deliver for clients from across the continents, and then I have some work to attend to, my other job.
Oh, what kind of job is that?
It's in politics. It's nothing crazy.
Ew, yuck.
I know. It's my least favorite. I honestly got the job just out of doing nothing. Just that
What do you do in
I'm a-
politics?
I deal in like coin and mercantile business. Mainly in imports, exports, occasionally sexports.
Occasionally what?
Occasionally sexports.
Okay, I don't know what that is, so.
That's a joke.
Oh, okay.
But I prefer to travel the multiverse, get my stock, and be done with it.
Oh, travel the multiverse. Yeah.
So,
You needed a
how
tough crew to do
much? How much did you lose with a certain recent event?
Oh, quite a bit. Luckily Deus wasn't affected as hard. There's some good arcane wards up that can deal with all of that, the mists especially, but I did lose quite a few of my favorite little items. But
And what happened to your crew again? I mean, multiversal travel's no easy thing.
oh, they were lost in the storm.
Boss just wandered off.
Oh, you know, wild magic tends to do that.
Oh yeah.
Some of them turned into
Sapphire
cheese,
water.
some of them turned into plants, and well,
Not you though.
not me, no, I have defenses against things like that. Oh, he has another item that might be interesting to you, Keiko. I forgot to put it in here, but he has a Feywild shard. Is a sorcerer shard.
I only have 200 gold left, so if it's 200 gold, I'll take it.
Well, he also trades in items too.
I don't want to trade anything else. I don't have any. Well, I have a cloak of protection I could give. I'm not even attuned to it right now.
Yep. So this form crystal, it is a spellcasting focus. When you use a meta magic option on a spell while you are holding or wearing the shard, you can activate the wild magic surge. If the result is a spell, it is too wild to be affected by your meta magic, and if it normally requires concentration, it doesn't require concentration in this case. So basically, it lets you cast more spells if there's a spell in there, and it gives you wild magic surge.
Rosario could
Cool.
lend you money if you asked nicely.
And it's a +1 focus, I will say.
So if I gave you the cloak of protection, how much would it be then?
It would be free. That's the same rarity.
Ah, okay, we'll just do that then.
Enjoy. And then you can upgrade your spell save DCs by 1. Your spell DCs by 1. Maverick looks at Obo. Are you going to keep interrogating me, or would you like to buy something? Maybe I'll answer some of your questions then.
I think as long as we're showing you hospitality, I'm gonna keep interrogating you.
I mean, that's fair, but would you be interested in this psi crystal given your latent abilities?
I don't recall ever sharing that information with you, sir.
The crystal knows what it knows, and it resonated with you.
What's the catch?
No catch. 2,000 gold, or you can trade me a magical item.
I'm gonna insight check that.
Sure.
Bada bing.
How
I'm
do I
gonna
up my magic modifier?
1d8
I'll do it for you. Give me 1
boom,
second.
for a total of 26.
26.
Nice.
You actually beat his DC. By 1. He's telling the truth.
Son of a bitch.
The DC to Insight Maverick is 25. Because he's just so... Oh, he can't be evil. Look at him.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to sell it off, I mean, what exactly does the crystal do?
Oh, the Psi Crystal. I'm so glad you asked. Oh, I also have another item, but I'm waiting to see what your pockets are like. Basically... Get out of here, ads on my computer. Get out of here, ads on my computer. I don't want fresh time. Mark it. The crystal grants you telepathy for as long as you remain attuned to it. The crystal also glows with a purplish inner light while you are attuned to it. The higher your intelligence, the greater the light's intensity, and the greater the range of the telepathy. So, if your intelligence is a 3 through 7, you have telepathy up to 15 feet. And you see and it's a dim light out to a range of 5 feet. If it is a intelligence score of 8 to 11, the telepathy range is 30 feet. Bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light for an additional 5 feet. If your intelligence is 12 to 15, 60 feet of telepathy and a bright light in a 10-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 10 feet. If you have a 16 or higher intelligence, this gives you a range of telepathy of 120 feet.
Well, I'm all good on that, and I'm not interested in buying anything. We're here to help you, after all. We don't want to... I mean, you said you were here to deliver stuff to some people in Deus. I assume nothing that you've offered up to us today, though.
There is one thing I am willing to get rid of.
What might that be?
I have this orb. And he goes into his kimono and he pulls out from an extraplanar space a black and red orb.
Let's ponder it.
It is quite large. This is a devastation orb of fire.
Oh, you just brought that on the boat. Cool, cool.
And let me see. It hasn't been activated yet. I used Dunamancy to set it. But once it is activated, it will explode in 26 hours.
And you were willing to part with that, but it was meant for someone else?
Yes. I don't... And honestly, I don't mind it not falling into the hands of who wanted to buy it.
Well, if you don't mind, would you mind sharing who?
I cannot.
That's fair, I
Literally,
guess.
he bound it so I cannot say.
A lot of that going around, huh?
Unfortunately. But, you can also hit this and it will explode. So if you
Yeah,
reduce
maybe
it...
gently put that back where it was.
So, like, instantaneously or within the 26 hours?
Well, if you destroy it before the bomb is set to blow, it will... If you destroy it, because it has 15 hit points, it immediately explodes.
Can we just make sure that one's kept extra safe?
Yeah, maybe leave that on your ship, actually.
And it is a 1-mile radius of an explosion.
Maybe still leave it on your ship, actually.
So, the fire orb, when this orb detonates, it creates a dry heat wave that lasts for 24 hours within the area of effect. The rules of extreme heat apply, and at the end of each hour, there is a 10% chance that the heat wave starts a wildfire in a random location. And it basically, everything that starts to turn there takes 3d6 fire damage. However, since this is a Netherese fire orb, it also deals this much damage.
China's not a fan.
It deals that full damage to everything in its wake.
In another place, in another time, a dwarf is laughing.
Yeah, no, yeah. In the bottom of the ocean. So basically, everything would take 387 damage. It's not just a single save or suck roll. It is everything takes that much damage on top of the heat wave when it detonates.
Is terrifying.
I
For sure.
think
Telepathic.
it would be good in your hands.
Oh.
I'm gonna
It's not
telepathically
active.
communicate with the collector.
And I would
And
give you a
say-
box to keep it in.
I hate to say it, but I think I agree with this guy. I don't want this going to whoever he was going to send it to.
How about the sleeping biter?
The
That
colle-
sounds interesting.
The collector just nods. Yeah, we should probably buy that bomb off of him.
Kind of like extortion, though, if you think about it. But
And the collector will say, I'll cover the cost on that bomb if you guys want it. How much is it? Oh, 1 million gold. The collector just looks up.
in his head, the collector hears the oof sound.
Hold on, wait.
And
Research.
you don't have. It doesn't have any more than that level of protection to it.
No, I put it in. I do have a security measure for this. Every devastation orb can be contained. There's a container. It is inscribed with fire runes, and it can keep it from detonating. Actually, no, it has water runes on it to prevent it from being on fire. And I will toss that box in. The collector's just like, very well. He just hands him a pouch. There. It's all in there. Thank you. Great to do business with the esteemed collector.
The collector trip.
Oh, you know him, do you?
Who doesn't know the legendary collector? Out in Deus,
Oh.
especially.
Sorry, I thought you meant that you had met him before.
I've seen him around, of course. But you were interested in the
yeah.
sleeping Biden, Deus?
Yeah, mostly out of the interest of just veering away from that thing, and yeah, it said something about it being like very high in resonant energy.
Latent energy, yeah. This you sense. It's encrusted in barnacles. It is also covered in rust, but it is this blackened bident. You sense a great deal of power from this weapon.
So, this here, what's its story?
I'm not too sure. When I traveled to find such things, I found it embedded in an ocean floor.
It was just embedded there? Nothing around at all?
Not really, no.
Alright. So, what would you say for potential trade-off with, and Deus just starts looking through his pack. This. And he puts down the Sawbones bone saw.
That would remove some of the price, for certain. It would charge you about 2,000 gold instead.
Mysterious trident? Yeah, sure, why not?
Excellent. You may add a +2 trident to your inventory for now. And as a reminder, we are doing the trident rules where you deal 1d8 one-handed damage and 1d10 two-handed damage. Because that's way better than 1d6 or something like that.
Okay.
Every day, Deus gets closer to looking like the man in the hot sauce bottle.
You're not wrong, and I kind of hate that. Alright, so the Hellhound Cloak has been sold, the Psy Crystal, no, the Sleeping Bident has. You have gotten the Netherese Devastation Orb of Fire. So is there anyone else that's interested in anything at all?
Not really.
Sounded like there might have been.
With night color.
What was that? Oh, Nightcaller.
What is?
This is a dwarvish flute. very fun little piece. You see, it allows you to animate dead. Which, you know, is illegal.
Is it
Basically,
illegal in dance?
no. It's illegal up to the point of Deus. But basically, you can cast, it allows you to cast Animate Dead. The target can be affected through up to 10 feet of soft earth or similar material, and if it is, it takes 1 minute to claw its way to the surface to serve you. Once the whistle has animated an undead creature, it can't do so again until 7 days have passed. Once every 24 hours, you can blow the whistle to reassert control over 1 or 2 creatures you animated with it. No biggie, just necromancy.
And then the gauntlets of flaming fury.
Oh, those are quite fun. And they're more simple out of my repertoire, but gauntlets of fury are these. When you wear both of these steel gauntlets, any non-magical weapon you grasp with either gauntlet is treated as magical. And as a bonus action, you can use the gauntlets to cause magical flames to envelop 1 or 2 melee weapons within your grasp. Each flaming weapon deals an additional 1d6 fire damage on a hit. These flames last until you sheath or let go of either weapon. And once you use this, it cannot be used again until the next dawn.
And very lit by the amulet of the drunkard.
Very well. That'll be 300 gold. Made something for Ket, so I'm gonna add that to your inventory, Ket, just to...
Okay.
Righty, anything else that anyone was curious about?
What's the Guardian Emblem?
That is an item that a cleric or paladin can equip on their armor or shield. And if they, as a reaction, see someone get hit with a crit, they can use the reaction within the range to make it a regular hit.
And was it only just one amulet of the drunkard?
1 amulet of the drunkard.
Okay.
Do we know what the potion of maximum power does?
Oh yeah, you've heard legends. Basically, it gives max damage on anything that the next thing that is used.
Okay.
Refresh your character sheet, Ket. It should be all set for you.
Okay.
Does anyone want... how many potions of possibility are still available?
All of them are still available.
But y'all want them? I confront them for everyone.
Yep. It is for potion of maximum power. If you cast a damage-dealing spell of 4th level or lower within 1 minute after drinking the potion, instead of rolling dice, you can instead use the highest number possible for each die.
4th or lower? Okay.
There are ways to bypass that. The take Arcana check. Basically, if you want to gamble, I let that opportunity be had.
Well, I don't want to get it if somebody else wants it. That would be a late game button.
I think I'd be up for at least buying 3 of the potions of possibility, actually, and giving 2 of them just to whomever feels like they could put it to good use.
I will buy the other 3 then, and also hand them to like the others. Because how many are we?
6.
Like, we're exactly 6, so we can just distribute one amongst everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy 3 of those then. You're gonna buy the other 3.
Yep, I'll buy the other 3.
All right, that is 1,000 per.
So everyone adds 1 potion of possibility then.
Correct. All right.
What does a peregrine mask do?
Oh, it is another favorite of mine. While wearing this mask / winged helm, you have a flying speed of 60 feet. In addition, you have advantage on all initiative rolls.
Honestly, might be very useful for you if you can.
Indeed. Attunement, right?
It is attunement.
Sure, I'll buy that.
Use it for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Black Friday is going to be scary with a fly speed.
And pick up the potion of max
All right.
power.
That is for spells. Or are you just picking that up just so you guys have it?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Good. Maverick will not thank you all for your patronage. It definitely helps to go back into home with a bit of coin in my hand already. Makes it more of a hot commodity. For anything I don't sell here, I'm just gonna pawn off to those in the towns that barely get a slight glimpse of magic items in their lives.
Did anyone buy the Knave's eye patch? Sorry.
No, they did not.
Yeah, well, I'll take it just to have it.
Do you know what it does?
Wait, were we not told what it does?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah,
Classic impulse buy.
wasn't asked yet.
I will
Oh,
tell you
that's
what it
bad.
does. It is, yep, it is a, you have advantage on while wearing this eye patch, which requires attunement, you have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. If you have the sunlight sensitivity trait, you are unaffected by the trait. Waterdeep item. It's kind of funny that he has this. You are immune to magic that allows creatures to read your thoughts or determine whether you are lying. Creatures can communicate telepathically with you only if you allow it.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'll take it just to have it.
Are you gonna
I
draw?
don't think we're gonna use it.
Imagine Rosario with an eye patch. He's like, "How'd you lose your eye?" They lift it up. Oh, that's the fun part. I didn't. I just look fabulous with this.
That would be a Rosario thing.
And actually, apparent. Oh no, this is like a. No, this is a bougie eye patch. Dang. Ah! What scared the shit out of me. Thanks, Koi. 1 second. Let me show you what the eye patch looks like. Yeah, I'll put it in your group chat.
Sure. Oh, that's a very bougie eye patch.
What was that, Colt?
Bling bling.
That's a nice eye patch.
I know it is. I was like, that's kind of perfect. And then if Rosario does lose their eye, it's just perfectly bought. It's like, man, I bought this eye patch.
Future investment.
Yep.
No.
Don't worry, that only happens in like a bad scenario. But yeah, Maverick will just nod. All right. I don't sense any of you want to buy anything else, so I'm going to pack this away for later. And if you change your minds, I'll be in my little dingy bed. Just takes out a pipe and starts smoking from it, and he just lays in the hammock lackadaisically after putting the items away.
Rosario
What
walks up to the collector and whispers, "So, are we actually going to let the person that arrived in a dinghy, after claiming that the ship got destroyed, and escape with some magical items, to sleep in our dinghy?"
Yes, don't worry, Obel had some worries as well. I mean, the man sold us a devastation orb. He's
Exactly.
definitely dangerous, and if he can travel the multiverse, yeah, but he didn't have any items on his person that could make him attack us, and I don't see any, so...
I'm gonna message him telepathically. Yeah, because there's no such thing as a magic spell that can just hide shit.
But for now, let's just leave it as is, and we'll keep an eye on him. Don't worry, me and Eric have a knack for that.
What happened to the crew member who was making the hammock for Maverick?
Oh, he's just hanging out somewhere.
Okay, does he seem normal?
Yeah, he seems fine.
Alright. Didn't make me a hammock, but whatever.
You sleep downstairs with a hammock. Alright. The day will move into evening. Is there anything in particular anyone would like to do at this time?
Kind of. I kind of wanted to go back into get back into leatherworking, but
You do that.
yeah.
Go ahead and make me... We haven't finished professions yet. But that's part of... Like, there's a crafter one. Go ahead and just roll me a d20 plus your level right now. And your proficiency bonus.
Level and proficiency, or
Yeah, level and proficiency.
3 plus 9. Yeah, I think right now Deus is just honestly trying to get back into the role of it, because it's definitely been quite a bit of time.
Yeah. 26. You're doing quite well. ESR looks at you, then just opens the mouth. Boy.
Goes good. What's up?
Yeah.
Come on.
Firstly, have you had time to read over your contract?
Yeah. Yes.
I hope you enjoy your copy. Because that is something that is in your inventory now, is your copy of your contract. But I smell something on this ship. Under my nose. That dirty Raphael. Snuck on the ship.
Deus just kind of like looks around.
He's not here anymore.
So, what does this Raphael look like? I mean, I've got to be keeping an eye out for him, right?
He has many forms. He can look like a human, a tiefling, but he's a Cambion, the son of Mephistopheles. He's the one that did this to me.
Alright, so what would be the plan? I mean, say that I need to be keeping an eye out for them. Is there any way that you can think of that could help?
Just keep an eye out. You'll know the energy next time he's around.
That instinct. Okay. Okay, I can do that. Okay. So, was there, Sorry, this is always awkward. Was there anything else you needed? Or, just checking up on me?
What was that?
Just asking if there was anything else he needed, or if he was just checking up on him.
Working on your first assignment. Gonna have you collect the soul. One of those generals seems rather apt. Here, handle that side. One of you. And you'll be able to do what that idiot said. The ASMR's right. Unfortunate. A bladed death rune can cut through the ether. I myself have just given it over to a new contractee.
Oh, well, congratulations on expanding.
Yes. He's given me something I can work with. I'll have to introduce you sometime.
Sure. Be a lot more than what the Shadow Man ever did.
I'm all about franchising, expanding, and networking. But one of them seems like the proper target. Keep an eye on that ASMR. I don't trust him, but given his bloodline, he's better to keep alive than dead. And the emotional support rat closes its mouth as if a phone hanging up.
Just give him a little scratch and just continue to focus on the leather working.
Righty. Does anyone else have anything they would like to do?
Rosario would send a message to Oakley through the Sending Stone.
Okay.
Or wait, no.
You guys
We
are
in the
a
Sapphire
few.
Waters.
You are in the Sapphire Waters. You would be rolling on the D6 if you deem it worth it. Odds are in your favor.
Yeah. Nah.
You are also 8 days ahead of them. Because right now they are only on the 4th. They're 4 days behind you.
Let me flip a coin to see if it would be worth it.
Embrace chaos.
Flip a coin, heads. Heads use the Sending Stone. Tails do not use the Sending Stone. Tails not using the Sending Stone.
Okay.
Right, never mind then. Sorry.
All right. No, all good. Anything else anyone would like to do?
Obel is going to stealthily keep watch on Maverick.
You know I can see you.
I know.
It's so funny when they think I'm not aware. You see he's messing around with some magic in his hand. With your passive perception. Make me an Arcana check, Obel.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
All right, you cannot tell, but just from that, it seems like warlock magic.
I'm gonna take out the Ori of the Wanderer and just start fiddling with it.
All right, tough nut to crack. Right, I'm gonna do last call. So Chime, Black Friday, Keiko, is there anything you would like to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Keiko, is there anything you would like to do? I'll take that as a no. Black Friday, is there anything you would like to?
Cat said BRB.
Oh, Cat's BRB?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll ask you though, Black Friday, is there anything you would like to do?
I spoke. I spoke, but my mic
Muted?
was
Okay.
shut off. I think that's all for me. Yeah.
Okay. We'll wait for Ket to get back, and if he has nothing to do, we're going to go into the night event. Looks like he's coming back. His reactive image is going crazy.
Who, me?
Yeah, oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Is there anything Keiko would like to do before we jump into the night event?
No, let's go to the night event.
All right, I will say this, Keiko, you have been feeling very off. You sense something. You're not sure what that is. You all gather for dinner. You eat your food and discuss. But after that, you all come to the top deck, and you see
Does Maverick eat real quick?
No, he does not. Maverick is just vibing. But as you all come back up, I don't know if that is a friend of yours. Is it? He points out in the distance. You see a
do we-
shape coming towards all of you. And the collector just sighs, motherfucker. And Keiko,
Yeah.
you finally realize what that unease was. You're sensing a dragon.
Dragon?
As steam comes out of the water in little geysers, and then a shell peeks from the water. Peeking out of the water with these glowing arcane eyes as it opens its cragged maw. Energy bellows out from within it. Be a little larger.
Oh, is it storming now too?
Yep. You would
How
see.
ambient.
Hard to put it on here, but it's here. Oh wait, you know what I can do? Oh, I didn't give it a handout. Give me one.
Yeah, monsters really hate this side of the ship in particular.
Hey, it's the easiest place for me to put them. Here we go. You would see this dragon turtle.
Interlopers. A Sarlacc has been sent to crush you. Explain why I should spare you.
And that's where we're going to end the session. So, next session, you have to do diplomatic talks with a dragon turtle or fight it. And this
Yeah,
is
the bomb.
this is art of the ancient dragon turtle. However, it is not an ancient dragon turtle. It just fits because the Wizard King would totally juice up his dragon turtle. Ah, oh boy, you guys got your work cut out for you next time. As next session will be the 1st of October, which will be our 1-year anniversary of Knoll, by the way. No biggie.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we got some memes up here. Also, I love that I'm just giving more people for Buffany not to trust us as characters. Ooh. Rat Goyle explaining how he knows what the party's been up to. Oh my god. Yes, this is accurate. The Collector, every meal. There are actually palicos in my world. They are under a different name and stuff, but they exist. No one's found them yet. And there is the cook ones. Maverick, I lost all my crew, but not my magic items. The Collector dismissing almost the suspicion. Maverick has an item that animates dead. Destiny's Hunters. No, I love that everyone is suspicious of Maverick. He was inspired by one of my favorite Final Fantasy XIV characters, Hancock. And he is a trip. Yeah, we'll pick up there on the 1st of October, which will be the anniversary month of Knoll. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Because if you do this encounter, you guys get level 7. Yep. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!